This is the receiving blankets I had when my son was born, and I'm going to make blankets for his new firstborn baby, and it happens to be a boy. So I got old, and then I'll add the new, and we'll make blankets. And I'll take photos so you can see what we end up with.
HobbyMomTV.
This one's my favorite. This is so soft. It's hard to believe that this is about 27 years old. Off to the fabric store. Hi, this is Hobby Mima. I'm now at Joann's fabric store and we're going to buy some new material. For all my children, I saved all their receiving blankets from when they were a baby, and I take those and I buy new material and I make a blanket out of it, so they have their old ones and new ones. This is my 5th grandson, and we're going to make the last of my children's blankets because each firstborn gets it. Oh my gosh, there's aisles and aisles of material. Okay, so I'm looking for turtle prints because I just so happen to like turtles. It's not quite as easy as I thought. I'm just not finding any turtles here. There. Looking for turtles. Well, it's a boy, so I'm not going to use pink. This is pretty. Pretty fabric, but looking for something specific, it makes it harder. Well, I found the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I don't want to do that. Found turtles. Turtles, cute. That'll make a cute blanket for my new grandson. Go over here by the fleece. Might be some turtles. Wow, there's so much to choose from. Oh my goodness. I found this. It's not turtles, it's the frog, but it's really cute. Almost looks like Pac-Man. It's a lily pad. I'll get that one too. Look at this, this is cute. I love mommy, I love daddy. I'm gonna get that too. Found another one I like. What do you think? Don't say there's an error. Come on. I'll take a yard and a half of this one. And a yard and a half of this one. Oh no, that'll do it. There you go. Thank you. Hey Hobby D, I wanted you to know I used the warm and natural batting for one of the blankets. It does not contain resins or glues. Made in the USA. So I thought you'd be happy about that. This is the old blanket I've had for about 28 years. And this was one of my son's receiving blankets. It's actually in pretty good condition considering how old it is. But this is the old, and this is the new. So we're going to sew them together. Old meets new. Let's get started and start sewing this project together. We're going to take the two pieces and put them together and pin them. So this will make it easier to sew. We're going to do that all around the edges. Notice this is the back side of the old receiving blanket, and this is the back side of the new. So we got the fronts together. So we're going to flip it inside out after we're done sewing. On the new material, there's excess because the receiving blanket's smaller. So we just cut off the excess to match the receiving blanket. That's simple. We're ready to sew our pieces together. Got my green thread to match my green material. And I'm just going to use a white thread on my bobbin. Threading our sewing machine. Still here. You notice on the machine there's measurements here of how much you want to leave on the edges when you're sewing. So I usually put it at about 5/8 right there. And the sewing begins. Got my Kenmore out. This thing is like 30 years old. Corner. I sewed all 4 edges, but I left a little opening about this much to pull the material through. But first we're going to go ahead and trim a little bit of this so it's not so bulky on the inside. I've cut all around the edges to about 1/4 inch. And now I'm going to bring my material through here. Bring the right side out through that little opening I left open. Get your corners and push them through with your finger. So far so good. We're not quite done yet though. This is an easy way to make a receiving blanket. Again, old meets new. Remember the opening we had? Okay, now we have to close it up. What we do is we just tuck this in a little bit here. So it looks like this and it matches your other sewing ends. And now we're just going to stitch a fine stitch across here. Close it up. This is my next blanket. I think this is going to be my favorite. This one has this design on there. It just says baby and it has ABC 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, and then there's little frogs. And this is the new, and this is the old. This one's real soft and fluffy. I can't believe this thing is 28 years old. I've been preserving it in a vacuum sealed bag because I want the little silky edges. This one's going to be a little different how I put it together. What I'm going to do is fold about an inch, like so. I'm going to pin it to the very edges, like that. Pin it. And that way I can sew right along the edge here and keep this silky edge. When you come to the corner, you're just going to do the same thing. You've got this folded here on this side. Now we're going to fold it in this way, so the corners meet the corner. And keep doing that all the way around. We've got it all pinned, all around the edges. And now we're ready to sew it. Here's the old label. I'm going to actually stick it on the outside of that so it shows up on the new. We're ready to sew it. Here's the other side. It's all fluffy. Round 2, you ready? That one. Blanket number 2 is done. New meets old. And we were able to leave the silky ribbon on the ends. We even left the tag from the old blanket. Put it on the outside. Keep watching to the end because we have all these new ones meet the old ones. Adding the final touches on our blankets. Old, new. Because they're sewn together, and when you wash them, they might pull apart. So I'm going to take this hemp cord and sew little knots in here, so they'll stay together. Because the material is a little thick and you have a fat needle, I just use a little pair of needle nose pliers to pull the needle through the material. Tie a knot and then just snip the ends. Now that we have all of our knots done, we're going to roll it up and tie it with this extra piece of material that I had saved. And there we have one of our blankets done. I'm going to be doing the same thing to this one, our little turtle one, because they love turtles. So cute. If you're a new mom, save those receiving blankets or special blankets and turn them into a memory for your children when they get older and have their own children, just like I've done. Please give Hobby Mima a thumbs up if you like this idea. Don't miss out. Subscribe today for fun mom ideas, crafts, cooking, and do-it-yourself projects. Hobby Mima can't wait to meet you, my 5th grandson. Love you and see you soon. This video has been dedicated to Hobby Guy and Hobby D. Congratulations on your first baby boy. This is the exact egg timer, and it is exact.